YouTube. Check out the lighting. I don't know how we did it. It just works. It looks fucking fluid. I love it. Oh my God. Now you're speaking my language. You're practicing socialism. How you doing? Hit the like, hit the subscribe for the lighting. And then I might be able to get my own apartment. And then I could do whatever time I want. And then we could build a schedule together and we can grow. And then I can sustain myself off the entertainment that I will give you all the way until I am like probably 40, because you know I stay cool with this shit. It's like we young, baby. Anyway, in other words, I'm y'all gonna see me up there. Anyway, why am I talking about my accomplishments? Why am I bringing that up? I never really do that in the beginning of a video. What's crazy is you're right. But like, I only got to that point of self-confidence through therapy and being able to talk about my feelings. Sometimes I do that here on Twitch. Those generally are the streams that have the least amount of people, but that's fine. People still come. One person might hear what they need to hear. Being okay with my self-identity has allowed me to be able to profess certain things about how people feel, how people move. I'm generally correct most of the time because I understand put in a certain situation, given certain environmental factors, you don't have really that many choices. You know, you owe a debt to somebody and you're just struggling by. It's not going to be easy for you to be able to pay that. So instead of building that up, you keep deferring them. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to move a certain way. Like, I can tell by the way you've been speaking that you're going to move a certain way. And I might want to put that like on lock before, you know, something pop off. What's tricky to me, or what I don't get, or what I don't understand, is that people don't get the irony of that type of emotional conflict of not being able to provide is very not spoken about in male circles, especially when it comes to politics. Because as you've heard, the general running like myth here is if women had control, they would be emotional, like type shit. Like you've heard this before. This is not a magical thing I'm like popping out. I don't need to prove it. You know it. Men are considered the leaders, the yes sirs. The question for you then: how do you get to a level of security where you believe you should be in charge of people? It's the whitest kids you know skit all over again. I possess a sociopathic narcissism that makes me believe I should be in charge of everyone. Now, yeah, I get the irony of running for office myself. Like, don't do that. But, but, what I will say is that it's so weird to watch men and women and people open up to others, and there's just like motherfuckers out there who that makes them bitch made. Like, I'm trying to like put this in a way that's actually informative, but it's like now we're hitting the point where I've made this twice in like a row. Like, how many times am I going to say like in like one sentence? What bothers me is that they took time out to make a fun segment where people could profess their feelings to over 40, 50,000 random strangers with bravery, looking for actual help. My man want to make a joke about it. He's a comedian, blah, 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 this and that. But we know, like, the more people talk about things in a negative aspect due to hate from different communities, the more time it'll build to actually only output negativity or be used in a negative way as well, instead of looking at the positives. So I said, Imagine a live therapy session getting shitted on because you want to be funny. And this motherfucker said, we don't have to imagine because that's what we did. And it's like, y'all make fake accounts. Y'all make fake accounts. Y'all make all this shit. And I'm gonna go deeper into it with this other dude. I'm only using this as a precursor. It feels like that culture of bullying just is manifesting itself in like who can hurt who the hardest, the quickest. And it's like nobody learns anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nobody learns anything. Nobody learns anything. And it's going to start playing in your head the nostalgia thoughts about the old internet and like how even though there were those specific sects of the internet where people like I remember like Mega Man Battle Network 2 what had that whole underground concept, and then I used to think about it as if there was which there is a dark web. But like you're so surface level that these things are appealing. Like these things are taking isn't this a gaming website? How many times do you hear about Shroud in the news if it's not him moving teams or whatever? Like, how many times do you hear about gaming moments about Twitch? It's always about social drama. This is the new reality TV show. And that's what I was trying to say earlier in my last piece, which, thank you, this is what this whole thing is about, because it's a follow-up to that one. It makes me feel like people go out of their way to stop people from getting help. And you could say, oh, it's just two, three motherfuckers who just, make fake accounts to troll, blah, blah, blah. It's like the internet's coming from somewhere. They're finding a way to do it. They're finding a way to be that person. The more I really put it down as a thesis. If I was to take this whole piece, this follow up and do a thesis, what is the point of the thing I've been talking about this entire time? I would say I feel as if technology has removed a certain layer of what we're used to communicating with when it comes to one another. I feel like what we do is we have this added persona, this added this added guilt, this added weight of communicating online in a way that reminds people that there's somebody behind the screen. And because you can categorically create these personas, the people who wish to act on their worst or even jumping in on the fun of a negative pileup don't. And I know this is the same thing as, yo, you really talk tough on the internet, but let me see you in person. But less of that and more people grow with that as their social skills. You throw them into these jobs, you throw them into these places, and the monotony of it, and they don't know how to communicate that they want to do something like I don't know where this is going for us as Twitch streamers, as Twitch viewers. Like, at what point does it become, damn, the people who are getting supported are just providing us with a new season of Total Drama Twitch? Like, and it seems like even when I think about it as wide and as both sidesy as I can, I only feel like women get hurt in the process. And I don't mean only in the realm of there's no problems on a man's side. I mean if I had to focus on it, it really is only women. The fact that you can still have a generated, oh, can't wait to come back on the stream, boys, after just harassing somebody, And then you go into marginalized people trying to get on this platform, and you gotta slate all of that as well, and it just keeps going and going and going until you build up a system and you say, well, these people are blowing up, yes, but I need more people to sit and watch me for that time. I'm fighting with your viewership. We are all, I don't like the idea of people ignoring that when it comes to this. I do this because I feel like there's just something I gotta say, and I gotta have people hear it. It don't work, it don't hit the same if I'm saying it to myself in the bed. I love teaching, I love all of this, I love like putting together forward message, I love being wrong, I love learning, I love my friends, I love my art. I love everything that I share, and the entirety of the reason why I've always been afraid of streaming in the past is because I didn't think that people would like if I started talking about one thing and then shifted to another. But like, I do a lot of things, and I can improve on those crafts, and I would love to have you join along. Do you see how positive that is as compared to like, would I ever set a fucking chat on somebody? Like, just compare home stories. Why give these people that power, and then they target the very people who use platforms like this to get away from that shit out there? You just threw it into space. Now it's a possibility. Now it's a possibility. I can't wait for the comeback stream. Everybody's going there. Yes, there's less now. There's less. My neck hurts. Slept wrong. This chair and shit be also sucking. I need a new chair. Something with a little neck brace, you know? I put like up like that, and then I can like sit like that. I know it feels almost pedantic to have this argument again, but the more times I keep bringing it up, the deeper I'm going to keep going. So this is like your second layer. First layer, we talked about just simply having the ability to. Now I'm trying to ask the reason why. Why is it that this issue is looked at as a one-off when we know where it comes from? We claim to be the woke brigade. We claim to be the ones who know, but then we don't even ask ourselves these questions. Why are these things getting started? Who's perpetuating that? Where is it coming from the underground? And we're not talking about CIA, hidden missiles, blah, 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 this and that. No, none of that. Just us. Just us. I thought we were better. I thought we had an answer. I thought that's what we were arguing for, the future. And like, we keep making this mistake, and then we say, oh, we'll do better. But these small little things lead people to carry that outside. And if you don't believe me, this is where it like completely like solidifies the line. All those BLM riots, January 6th, whether you want to argue it or not, messages spread online created a culture, right? We notice things now. These things are not old. If you know that and you don't care, if all lives matter, then think about the women that you're hurting with these actions. Don't bring that shit here. Like, I'm down for like manufactured drama. Oh, hell yeah. But like, y'all be taking that shit a step further and being like, ha 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 ha. And then to disregard the people and like disparage the people that did it. Like, oh, you're defending her? You wanna have sex with her? It's like weak. I miss Tom and Jerry.